And all right. So as you settle onto your back, just go ahead and start to take those breaths. Let the breath settle in here a little bit. See where you are. Maybe even stretch on your mat a little bit. Start the music here. Oh no, why didn't this? Hold on. Technical difficulties. All right. All right, so go ahead and settle back. Move a little bit through your ankles, through your wrists and your hands. Give everything a good stretch here. Have your weights nearby. Good. And on your next out breath, go ahead and bring the hands together in prayer. And then just bring them right into your third eye. And as you bring the thumbs to the third eye, maybe really point your toes. So your fingers point back, your toes point forward. Go ahead and set your intention, your dedication for this class today, whatever it may be. Take those few rounds of breath, letting that settle in a little bit deeper. Really point through the toes, activate your thighs, even your core. Good. Then on an exhale, go ahead and bring the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, and take the feet and flex them really strong. Maybe widen out your feet, mat width apart. Pull the toes back, feel the stretch in your calves and your ankle. Good, and then go ahead and let those feet relax. Right from here, go ahead and start to draw the elbows together as you keep the hands behind the head and gently pick up your neck. Look right down the front of the body, pulling those elbows in and feeling your neck lengthen just a little bit more. Take a long round of breath in and exhale. Go ahead and let it out. Lower the head and the arms back down to the mat. Slide your feet back. Go ahead from there. Go ahead and take both knees over to the right. Wrong direction. And then go ahead and take the knees through center and take both knees over to the left. Bring it back through center and take them right. And then left again. Good, and then as they come back through the middle, go ahead and draw your right knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers around it. Go ahead and extend your left foot out onto the mat. Flex through both heels. Just take that pull in. Good, and then go ahead and exhale, straighten that right leg. Maybe you lift the left leg a little bit up off of the floor as you pull into a hamstring stretch here. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. Good. Take one more breath. Good, and then exhale, go ahead and lower that left leg down, right foot down, and come through the same thing, other side. Stretch out through your right leg, flex through the heels, and pull your left knee into your chest. Flex through both heels, pull in tight, feel the stretch here. Take a long round of breath. Good, and then from there, go ahead on the next exhale, straighten through that left leg, maybe lift the right leg a little bit up off of the ground, and then lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Pull it into that single hamstring stretch, and hold here. Good, then make sure your lower back is pressed into the mat. Keep your feet flexed, keep the head, neck, and shoulders up, and switch. Lift the right leg, lower the left. We're gonna go through this a few times, scissoring through, pull it in, and then switch, pull the right leg in. Switch and pull the left leg in. Switch and pull the right leg in. Switch and pull the left leg in. Take another like that, each side. Good, then go ahead and release the head, neck, and shoulders down. Give the knees a hug and rock it side to side. Good. Then right from here, we're gonna ignite through the core a little bit more. So go ahead and stretch your legs out onto your mat. Once again, go ahead and point your toes really strong this time. Give a little turn out to your legs as you press the backs of the legs and the heels into the mat. Press your toes to the space in front of you. Bring the hands behind the head. This time, keep the elbows open wide and lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Hold it here, tuck your chin a little bit and look down at your feet. Hold it right here and pulse it for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower that right back down. Bring the knees into the chest. Grab right behind the knees. Rock and roll on the spine a few times. And bring yourself all the way up through a cross-legged position to seated. When you come to that cross-legged position, go ahead and inhale, circle the arms up overhead. Exhale, drop your right arm down next to you and take that left arm up and over. Good. Inhale, release that. Come through the center, left fingertips down, right arm reaches up and over. Good. Then take it back over to the other side. We'll hold it here for a breath. Maybe you look down to the floor and really feel your stretch here. Big round of breath in. And then completely let it out and switch sides. Left hand down, right arm reaches up. Lean it over and maybe look down or to the front and really reach through that side. Weight that right hip down. Good, and then go ahead and bring it back through center. Go ahead and interlace the fingers behind the back, push the knuckles down to the floor and lift up through your heart. Lift through your chin and keep squeezing those shoulder blades together and then let the knuckles leave the floor. Big shoulder opener here before we use those weights. One more breath, inhale and exhale. Go ahead and release the hands down. Right from there, slide your hands forward. Go ahead and come to all fours. As you come into tabletop position here, go ahead and drop right into a cow belly. Exhale, round up through a cat back. Inhale, drop through that belly. And exhale, round up. Inhale, drop the belly and look up. This time, go ahead and push hips back to heels, press back. Good. Go ahead and come right up through cow belly, all fours, look up. Exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, come up through that cow, dropping the belly. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, come up through cow. And exhale, press it back. Now this time, come through cow, tuck your toes, and press right back down dog. Go ahead and bring it down to the floor, into cow. Keep the toes tucked, look up, and then exhale, push back, down dog. Go ahead and drop it into cow. And exhale, press up and back. Good, bring it back to all fours. And exhale, press back. We're gonna take two more like that. Inhale, drop to cow. Exhale, press through those hands, lift it up and back. Take one more. Good, exhale, lift it up and back. Good, then right from there, lift up high onto your tippy toes and press those heels up and down. Really stretch through your feet, through your ankles and your calves. Good. Then from there, go ahead and after a couple times of that, walk the feet in just a little bit. Take your left hand and bring it to the outside of your right ankle. Take your down dog twist here. Press that left shoulder through to the other side. Look underneath your right arm. Stay strong in that right shoulder. Don't collapse into it. Let it be down and back on your back. Good, then go ahead and switch sides. Brace through that left hand. Keep that left shoulder plugged in and back. Take your right hand outside the left leg or left ankle. Look up. Good, and then go ahead and release that right hand down. Right from here, bend the knees. Go ahead and straighten the knees. Then go ahead and bend the knees to come to have hovering table. Hover right over the mat, engage your core, and keep pressing the floor away. Press through your toes, tighten through your thighs, your core. Good, then go ahead and drop those knees to the mat. Slide your fingertips back behind you as you sit back on your feet. Lift your chin and your chest, look up. Good, and then exhale, slide all the way forward, hands wide on your mat, and come all the way down to the center. On an inhale, lift up through the middle, and then on the exhale, take your right shoulder down to the mat and look over your left arm. Bring it up through center, wide cobra here, and drop the left arm. And then bring it back up through center and draw your hands into your chest. tuck your toes, press up through up dog or cobra, and then exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, come forward to hovering table. Ignite here. This time we're gonna go ahead and lift right toes an inch. Feel your left leg engage. Hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch, drop the right toes, lift the left for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees to the mat, sit all the way back on your feet, and slide your hands back. Lift through your heart. Exhale, slide it forward, arms wide, come right down onto your belly. Inhale, lift up through the middle, and exhale, take your left shoulder forward. Inhale, come up through the middle, and exhale, right shoulder forward. Inhale, bring it back up through center, drop it in the middle, hands come on either side of your chest, come to up dog or cobra, and right back to down dog. Inhale, come forward to hovering table, hold it here for one breath. Inhale. And exhale, drop the knees, slide the hands back. We're gonna flow through this a couple of times. Bring those shoulder blades together. You can lift the hips if you want. Exhale, bring it forward, wide hands, slide right down onto your belly. Inhale, lift up through center. Exhale, take the right shoulder forward, look over your left arm. Inhale, back up through the middle, and exhale, left shoulder down. Inhale, right back up through the center. Bring the hands to the center. Lift up through up dog or cobra, and back to down dog. Come forward to that hovering table. Hold it here, one breath. Completely let it out and drop the knees to the mat. Slide your hands back, come through that back bend, lift up, and then exhale, slide it forward. This time as we come up through center, the left shoulder comes down on the exhale. Inhale, lift up through center. Exhale, right. Inhale, back up through the middle, and slide the hands into center. Come through cobra or high up dog and back to down dog. Go ahead from here, bring it to hovering table, one breath. Exhale it out, and then go ahead and pop those hips back up. Walk your feet toward the top of the mat. Feet are wide, and come through your ragdoll. Go ahead and let yourself sway side to side, front to back. Good. Let your head hang nice and loose. Come to the right foot, to the left foot. Right foot, left foot. Good. And front to back again. Good. Then release fingertips to the floor. Straighten through your left leg if you can, and walk your fingertips all the way out over past your right foot. Feel the opening in the waist, side body. Bring it all the way through center. Straighten the right leg and bring it all the way through to left. Good. Then right from there, bring it back to the middle. On the inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, and rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, drop right through center. Inhale, lift, and exhale, fold. Step right back to plank. Drop knees to the floor and push back child's pose. Exhale, come right up through a cat back. Inhale, tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back. Take that walk up to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift here. Exhale, fold, and rise it all the way up to stand. Exhale, dive it through center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, straighten your left leg, bend your right knee, take the fingertips all the way over to the right, walk it all the way through center, all the way over to the left. Bring it back to the middle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Hold plank, push the floor away, drop your knees, push back child's pose. Come up through a cat back, tuck your toes, back to down dog. We're gonna take this one more time. Go ahead and walk up to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift here. Exhale, fold, and rise. Exhale, dive it through center. Inhale, lift, straighten your left leg. Go ahead and come all the way around to the right with the fingertips and go through center. Straighten the right leg. Bring it back to the middle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step right back to a strong plank. Press the floor away here. Drop your knees and push your hips back to your heels. Once more. Bring it up through down dog. Exhale, take it up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, and rise it. Exhale, dive it through center. Inhale, lift. Walk that upper body over to the right, straighten that left leg, or either one, doesn't matter, whichever feels better, and switch over to the other side. Good. Bring it back to the middle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step back to plank. This time, hold it here in plank. Take your lift your right heel, stack your right toes on that left Achilles. Hold it right here, squeeze to the midline, and just press the floor away even stronger. Keep that core super, super tight. Keep your heels pointing up and squeeze to the midline. Hold it here, one more breath. Exhale, lift that right foot a couple of inches off the ankle and then set those toes down. Lift the left leg, same thing. Keep your core super tight. Stack that left foot over the right. Squeeze to the midline with your inner thighs, upper thighs, that core. Hold it here. Keep pressing the floor away. Then go ahead and lift the foot a couple inches and then set it down. Drop knees to the floor, push back, child's pose. Take one breath here. Inhale. Exhale it out. Good. And then from there, if you need a sip of water, go ahead and grab it. We're going to take ourselves up to the top of the mat and we're going to grab our weights here. Okay, this one you have to turn up a little bit because it's pickle and it's funny. All right. All right. Oh, why did it? Okay. Let's see if I can do this. If I can turn off my Wi-Fi. Okay, good, good, good. All right. So go ahead and make your way to the top of the mat. As you come to stand, go ahead and bring those hands together at heart center. Stand really nice and tall right here. Right from here, root down through your feet and separate them about hip width apart. Go ahead and bring those arms into cactus position. We're just going to take overhead press so that you press into the shoulders. Lift and pull. Lift and pull. Lift and pull. Lift and pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, as you bring the hands down through heart center, widen out the feet a little bit more. Go ahead and you can come to the long side of the mat if you want to. Point your toes out and come through a goddess pose right here. Right from here, we're going to bring the hands to heart center, and we're just going to lift up through those elbows. Exhale, press down below your chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Maybe straighten through the legs, and exhale, sit. Lift and lower. Lift and lower, just starting to get into those shoulders, starting to warm them up here and go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stay low right here and just pulse up the shoulders. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now press through straight legs. Point your right toes to the front of the mat. We're going to come to, if you're not facing the long side, come to the long side, come to warrior 2. This time we're going to straighten out the arms. And we're going to do the same thing. Straighten that leg, lift and lower in front. Lift and lower. So fly them out, press through that strong leg. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold that warrior 2. Bend your right knee. Bring yourself onto your toe in the back and press that left arm. Right here, press thumbs up. Straighten up your core. Stay super tight here and strong through the legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands to center, then down to the floor. You might let go of the weights or keep them and flow through vinyasa. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, bend both knees and take it to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift here. Exhale, fold, and rise it up to stand. As you come to center again, widen out those feet. Pull with shoulder presses. Pull and press. Pull and press. Pull and press. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And you can step to any direction you want to come to wide legs again. We're going to do the same thing. Go ahead and come down through that goddess pose. Bring the hands together right underneath your chest. And right from here as we straighten, push those elbows up and then squeeze them down. push and squeeze, push and squeeze, push and squeeze, push and squeeze. 8 more. 8. Strong legs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it through center. Straighten that left leg first. Let the left toes point forward, right heel back. Come through warrior 1 left, or warrior 2 left. Bring your arms out to the sides here. From here, when we straighten the left leg, squeeze those arms down, and then inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift, lift, and lower. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now bring it back to warrior 2. Bend that knee. Bring that right arm forward and come on to those right toes in the back. Square yourself off and right here lift. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands to heart center. Hands to the floor. Step back to plank and go through vinyasa. Inhale it up and exhale it back. Good. Then right from there, take that right leg. Right leg lifts high. Exhale, draw it forward, knee to nose, and up and back. Draw it forward, knee to right shoulder, and up and back. Knee to left shoulder, and up and back. Through the center, and back. Right elbow, and back. Cross it, and back. Now draw it forward, take it to your right elbow, left elbow, right elbow, left elbow, right elbow, left elbow. 3, 2, and 1. Push it up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, set that foot down. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, draw it forward, knee to nose, and up and back. Knee to left shoulder, and up and back. Knee to right shoulder, and back. Knee to center, and back. Knee to left, and back. Knee to right, and back. Now bring it forward, left elbow, right elbow, left elbow, right elbow, left elbow, right elbow. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up and back. Set those toes down. Take a walk to the top or back of the mat, depending on which direction you're facing. Inhale, half lift here. Exhale, fold it in and rise it all the way up to stand. Bring those hands right down through heart center. Go right through vinyasa once more. Go ahead and flow through or hold it and bring it back. Good. Then right from there, walk the feet to the center of the mat. You can have the weights in the hands or not, and bring them into your elbow crooks. Take a ragdoll here. Good. Then go ahead and roll all the way up to stand. Go ahead and come right to the back to the top of the mat. As you get up to the top of the mat, go ahead and bring the feet together. Squeeze the thighs tight. Press all the way up to the center. Take a slight back bend here. Look up. Good. Then exhale. We're just going to go ahead and drop right into chair pose. Arms super straight out in front of you. From here, sit low into your chair. Pull your left arm back and feel a twist in your waist, but really feel the pull and the squeeze in that back left shoulder. Keep your core super tight and the right arm strong. Bring it through center. Pull the right arm back. And then press it forward. Pull it back, press it forward. Pull it back, press it forward, back and forward, back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. Good. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and hold it in the center, hold it low. Pull those arms straight out in front of you. Just lift your right heel. Keep the knees together and press here. The tiniest press. Feel the strength of your legs. It's not a lot of up and down. Really gentle on your knee. And then set the right foot down. Lift the left heel. Same thing. Tiny squeeze. Your thighs are super tight. Just working that right leg. Set that left foot down. Hands to heart center. Press all the way up to stand. Right from here, draw your left foot back. Come to warrior 2 once again. So as you come to warrior 2, look over those right fingers. Flip your palms up and come into curls. So curl it in and press it out. If you feel like you want to work that front leg, you can. Or you can keep your right heel lifted and stay super strong as you curl here. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead from here, land that right heel if it's up, lift the left heel, and bring that left arm forward. Then take it back to warrior two. Good, bring it forward onto that toe if you can, woo, and then land that heel, bring it back, forward, woo. Last time, do it one more time. Good, and then come back to warrior two. Bring the hands in the heart center, drop the hands to the floor, step back to plank, and go right through your vinyasa. Inhale it up, and exhale it back. Inhale, bend both knees, and make your way to the top of the mat. Feet together, inhale, lift, exhale, fold, bring those hands up overhead and take that back bend. Good, then drop into chair pose, arms straight out in front of you. Pull the right arm back first, and press. Left, and press. Right, and press. Left, and press. Right, and press. Left, and press. One more time, each side. Good, and then from there, go ahead and step that right foot back into warrior two, facing the other side of the mat. Go ahead and bend those elbows and come through on curls here. You can face the palms forward if you want a little different variation, but it's okay on your elbows. We're going to keep going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Warrior two. Come onto that toe in the back and take that right arm forward. Then take it back, land your right heel, warrior two. Good. Then take it up and swing it across. Go ahead. 2 more times. Good. Last time. And back to center. Step it up to the top of the mat. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, dive through center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, and flow right through. Up dog. Down dog. And knees to the mat. Push the hips back to the heels. Take a long round of breath here. Inhale and let it out. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Go ahead and come up through down dog. Draw your right knee through, your right foot through, sorry. And we're going to come to low lunge. So let your knee come to the floor here behind you. Go ahead first, before we pick up the weights, interlace your fingers at your back. Take a stretch in those shoulders and lift your heart. Lift your chin. Let your knuckles kind of fall back. If you can back bend here, not, just stay up tall and let those arms stretch. Good. Then right from there, let your fingertips come to the floor. Tuck your back toes, lift that back knee. Go ahead and bring your right elbow onto your right knee. You might grab both weights. We're going to work triceps. So we're going to work from here. We're just going to extend back. So you're going to squeeze through the midline of your body. Make sure your feet are not in a single line so you have better balance. Go ahead and bring that right elbow to that left knee. Pick up those weights and then kick back and draw it in. Kick back. Keep your core super tight. Keep strong in those legs and go for 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it right there. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let those weights come down to the ground. Let your left hand come to the ground. Take the one weight in your right hand. Sorry. Go ahead and swing it open to the top. Twisted dragonfly. Exhale, draw it all the way through, and bicep curl as you tap your left shoulder. Bring it up through center and back. 3 and back. 4 and back. 5, back. 6, 7, and 8. Good. Then right from there, drop that weight to the floor, step your back foot in, and take a pyramid here. Square off those hips, hold it here for a minute. Inhale, lift, maybe lift the front of the foot, and then exhale, lengthen over that right leg. Feel the stretch, pyramid stretch. Pull that right hip back, right heel back. Good. Take 1 more. Good. Then drop that right foot, step your left toes back, and drop your left knee. Go ahead and bring the arms all the way up. Grab the weights if you wish. Lift them up to the top. Take your slight back bend here. Good. And then from here, draw it into a cactus. Just let those weights kind of press your arms back. Feel the stretch here. Good. And And then from there, go ahead and drop those weights. Go ahead and pick up the left knee and step right up to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift here. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up to stand and dive through the center. Inhale, lift, and exhale, fold. Go back through vinyasa with or without the weights in your hand and go back to down dog. Then from there, draw the left foot through and come to that left side lunge. Good. So as you come to that lunge, go ahead and drop the knee at first here. And then go ahead from here, bring the weights. Make sure your knee and your foot are about hip width apart so you have that stability. Go ahead and tuck those toes in the back, lift the left knee, and take your left arm to your left knee. Go ahead and grab one or both weights, pull them up to your waist, engage your core, and then go ahead and start to kick back, tricep kick back. And get really strong as you kick back and go for 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop those weights down to the mat. Right hand to the mat. Grab a weight in your left hand. Inhale, bring that out to the side. Exhale, draw it through, tap your shoulder. Inhale, lift, and squeeze it. 3, and squeeze. 4, and squeeze. 5, squeeze. 6, 7, and 8. Good. Then from there, drop that left weight. Step your right toes in. Come through that pyramid, square your hips off. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Lift the front of the foot maybe, and lengthen your spine over. Keep drawing that left hip back and squeezing to the midline. Good. Then go ahead and inhale, half lift your spine. Slide those right toes back, bend your left knee, and drop the right knee behind you. Go ahead and grab those weights, bring it up to the top, and then maybe right here, take that cactus, not those weights, pull your hands back. Feel the stretch there. Good. And then from there, bring those hands to the floor. Go ahead and step your left foot back, right into child's pose, legs together. Good. And as your hips press back, go ahead and let your forehead come to the floor. Take a couple of rounds of breath here. Inhale and exhale it out. Take one more and let it out. Good. Then from there, go ahead and come up to all fours. Grab a sip of water if you need it. We're going to go ahead and come down to the mat now to work on glutes and to work on our core a little bit. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and come down onto our belly first. And we're going to work through the glutes and through the back core. So we're going to get into those little lifts, working the butt. So go ahead and come down onto the belly. Go ahead right here. Stack your forearms if you need to. And you can bring your head down. Either forehead down, or you can keep your head up if it's okay on your lower back. Go ahead and widen out your feet about mat width apart. And as your feet widen out mat width apart, you come down onto your belly or onto your forearms. You're going to go ahead from here, give a little turnout, both legs, both sets of toes that are strong pointed. Root down through the top of that left leg and just lift the right leg a couple inches. But while you're doing this, and the whole time that you're doing this, feel your belly engage on the floor like when you're doing crunches. So you're not just lifting that leg and letting your core relax, you're keeping it super engaged, working the back core as well. So go ahead and lift and lift and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bend that knee, point those toes up and go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, flex through that heel and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now go ahead and point those toes again. This time we're going to lift again for 8, 7, 6, straight leg, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex through the heel, toes point down and lift. lift, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now point the toes and bend the knee and lift up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that right leg down. Now roll onto your left side, draw that right knee up next to you, and just kind of pound out that hip. So take that little stretch there, give it a pound out in your right glute, right hip. Maybe put your knuckles into it. Good. And then go ahead and release that right leg back. Come right back to center onto your belly before we go over to the other side. We're going to bring the hands behind the head. Now you have the option, if you have light weights, to bring those behind your head as well in your fingers. And then from there, go ahead and inhale, lift up through center, exhale, lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. So these back core crunches here, lift up, go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it up there and pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Relax your glutes, relax your back. Bring your hands back underneath your forehead here. Same thing. We're going to point through those legs, and then we're going to point strong, and we're going to engage the core, and we're going to start to lift through the left leg. So go ahead from here. Lift and squeeze. Lift, lift, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point those toes straight up, bend that knee, and lift, and lift, and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now flex through that heel, lift that heel up to the ceiling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now go ahead and stretch that leg back out. Point the toes. We're going to lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it up there and pulse at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now flex through the heel with the leg straight and lift that heel. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it up there. Tiny pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now go ahead and bend that knee, point through that toe, and lift, lift, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep it up there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that leg down. Go ahead and lean to your right. Draw that left knee forward. Go ahead and pound it out or rub it out here if you have to. Dig the knuckles in if you need to. Give it a stretch. Good. And then go ahead and bring that left leg back. Bring the hands this time underneath the head so your fingers are kind of crossed, kind of interlaced underneath your forehead. Elbows open wide. Inhale, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it up there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it all the way down. Let everything relax. Take a big breath in and let it out. We're going to work the back core a little bit more here, working through that back body with a swim. So go ahead and reach your arms straight out in front of you. Your palms are facing in, unless it's more comfortable for them. Down, thumbs up. Lift the feet off the floor, and you're just going to flutter arms and legs and keep it going. Squeeze into those glutes. Try to lift those up into those glutes and lift those legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders here. Tuck your toes. Press up to plank and back to down dog. Let your back have a good stretch. Bend both knees, straighten them. Bend both knees and straighten them. And then go ahead and drop the knees to the floor and push right back to child's pose. Any variation that you need. Legs either far apart or close. Let yourself take a couple rounds of breath and really lengthen through that upper body. Big round of breath in and completely let it out. Take one more. Good. Then right from there, come up to all fours. We're going to go ahead and walk the feet or the knees forward. Come down onto your left side. You're going to go ahead and lay all the way back. Go ahead and grab one of your weights. It could be a heavier one if you want to. We're going to work into that upper back and shoulder blade area. So you guys have done this one before. So you're going to lay down onto your arm like a pillow, and then let one of your knees come forward so you have stability here. Go ahead and grab the weight, bend your elbow 90 degrees. You're going to keep your elbow tucked into your side body, and you're going to keep that 90 degree. Let the weight come down toward the mat in front of you, and then bring it up and squeeze it back. But keep the elbow in. Do not lift your arm off of your side body. Upper arm stays pinned in, and you lift and lower. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release that right hand down to the floor. Press all the way through center and switch sides. Go ahead and come right down onto your right side. Let that arm stretch out. Let yourself lay all the way down here. And then go ahead and bend that left knee. Go ahead and take 90 degree with that left arm. Weight comes down to the mat. Pin that upper arm in and squeeze it back. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Good. And go for 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then go ahead and release that left weight down. Go ahead and bring those knees in. And as you stack your knees to one side, go ahead and bring your upper body up onto the mat. Widen out your hands, mat width apart. You're going to keep those legs stacked over to that right side. Well, it would be the left side of your mat. And then go ahead and lower yourself down. So you're going to lower your chest down as square as you can. So we're taking a different kind of spinal twist here. Letting the chest come down to the mat, reach the arms out, and just breathe into the twist of the lower back. It's just a little different variation of supine twist, but instead of being on our back, we're on our front. Chest is very square. Hips are going the opposite direction to increase that stretch. Good. Then go ahead and start to bring the hands into center underneath the shoulders. And as you come up to that seated position, still on that right hip, just go ahead and take the upper body, walk the hands over a little bit, take a twist up high. And just let yourself stretch. Maybe kick that left leg back. So you feel a big stretch in the front of your hip, front of the thigh, and up into your lower back. You may even take that arm up and reach it out. Whatever feels good to stretch out all the work you did. Good. And then go ahead and draw it back through center. Come on to all fours and switch your knees over to the other side. Go ahead and come down to sit on that left hip. Stack the knees right in front next to you here. And then go ahead and walk out your hands wide. Lay yourself right down square, chest onto the mat. Look over your left arm. Stretch the arms out. Hug the earth and let yourself breathe into this twist here. Let that breath massage right into the stretch and twist of that spine and lower back. Good. Then go ahead and bring those hands back in. Press your chest up. Go ahead and take that upper body. Walk those hands over and out to the left. And you might kick that top leg back. Feel the stretch here. You might reach that arm up and over. Good. And then go ahead from there. Bring it back through center. Bring the legs through center. Kick the legs all the way around. And you're going to go ahead, excuse me. Come right down onto your back. Pull your knees into your chest. Give them a hug here and rock it out. Just switch around the other way so the sun isn't in my face. Go ahead and pull those knees in here. Good. Then right from there, plant your feet onto the mat. Working onto the core. Into the core again, we're going to go ahead and plant the lower back into the mat. Go ahead and bring your hands behind your head and lift straight up to center here. Chin straight up to the sky, elbows open wide. Go ahead and hold it right there and then crunch it in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now cross it over to the right side and let it come down. Over to the right, left elbow over, left to the right, over to the right. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hold it up there to the right and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it down to the center and switch. Right arm over to the left. And keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it up there and pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it right back up to center again for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it up there. Hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it all the way down onto the mat. Stretch the legs out. Stretch the arms up overhead. Take a big breath in. Stretch out your ankles and your feet. Good. All right. Now from here, we're going to work on the core a little bit more. So you're going to keep the arms stretched up overhead. Let them bend a little bit so they're kind of bent but back overhead. From here, bring the knees up so that the knees are over the hips, and we're going to flex through the heels. From here, you're going to pin into those arms, pin your lower back into the mat, and take the legs a little bit over to the left wherever you can with control, and bring it back through center. Take them over to the right. Try not to let your shoulders rock up off of the mat. So only go as far as you can without lifting up the opposite shoulder. And bring it through center. Keep your core super tight. Good. Then if you want to, you can start to straighten through the legs and make it even more difficult. Increasing the weight. Bring it over and bring it back. I find it's easier to control with the feet flexed, which you can point. Bring it side to side and side to side. Good. Then go ahead and bring it right back through center. Pull the knees into the chest. Give them a hug. Pick your head, neck, and shoulders up and rock it side to side a little bit here. Good. And then release the head, neck, and shoulders down. Take your to turn your head to look way over your right shoulder so that you get a stretch of the neck. Good. Then bring it through center and look way over your left shoulder. Good. And then as you bring it back through the middle, go ahead from here, reach both arms up overhead, reach both legs up overhead. So you come into this dead bug here. Go ahead and stretch through your ankles, stretch through your wrists, and then we're going to take this into a straddle stretch. So go ahead from here, let your legs open, your arms kind of press toward the space in front of you, flex through your heels, maybe point through your toes, then flex through your heels, point through your toes. Now from here, we're going to crunch up the middle one last time. So bring the hands together in prayer, lift your head, neck, and shoulders up, keep that straddle, and keep everything into a U shape. Squeeze in and pulse, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it there and pulse it high. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay the head, neck, and shoulders back down. Bring the hands to the insides of the knees or the thighs and just take a stretch. Take a stretch of your feet, your ankles, Let your legs hang open. Nice relaxing stretch here. Really good for the hips and inner thighs. Take one more breath. Good, and let it out. Good, then bring the hands outside the legs, press them back up to the top here, and we're just gonna let it be legs up the wall here. If you're near a wall and you wanna scoot your butt up against it, you can. Otherwise, just extend them overhead, let your knees be bent a little bit, let your toes be totally soft, and then let your arm bones stack. So reach your hands up, but let your wrists be totally limp. Let the bones stack one over the other, and let the shoulder blades rest right back and down flat into the floor. Completely still, dead bug here. I'm going to take one more big breath. Good, then from here, we're going to take it just a little bit active last time. So go ahead and bring the hands together in prayer. And again, we're going to reach up. So you're going to lift your tail up a little bit, maybe point through your toes, and you're just going to reach those hands to the feet. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock it out again, once again, side to side a little bit. And then go ahead and bring those feet flat to the floor. Let your ankles cross, or not flat to the floor, but let your ankles cross and let your knees fall open. Just let that lower back pop up off of the floor. You're in this cross-legged position. Bring your hands to your hip bones or your belly. Take a big breath in and completely let it out. At this point, let everything relax. Let your shoulders, let those hips open a little bit. Just a couple more breaths before you start to stretch out into actual Shavasana. So feel the belly rise and fall under your hands. Feeling that prana, that life energy in, right into the pelvis, into the hips, and clearing everything out that doesn't serve you. Then when you're ready, go ahead and start to stretch those legs out onto the mat. Arrange yourself right down into your final Shavasana. Arms down by your sides, your palms face up. Just let your shoulder blades tuck a little bit underneath you. Let your chest open and let your fingers be completely soft. Let your jaw relax, your eyes relax, the brow and the temples. Now go ahead and start to move gently through your fingertips and your toes. Stretch through your wrists and your ankles. Give everything a good stretch here. The hands, the feet. And then when you're ready, reach your arms all the way back up overhead behind you. Take a big breath in. Sigh it out and relax the body. Inhale, stretch. And sigh it out, relax. And then go ahead and pull the knees into the chest. Give them a hug one last time. Rock it out side to side. And then eventually find your favorite side in fetal position. And as you come onto this side, whichever side it is, go ahead and let your practice continue to settle in. Let your intention settle in. Recall whatever it needs to be, whatever you need it to be, and let it go. And when you're ready, bring yourself up into a comfortable seat. Nice and slow, come all the way up to seated. Comfortable seat. Bring the hands together in prayer. And bow your head to that prayer, toward that prayer, to your heart, to your body, your strong body, and to your strong practice today. To every muscle, every connective tissue, every part of your inner strength, your inner balance, your equanimity. Honor it, cherish it. As always, I thank you for being here, allowing me to guide you through this practice today. Hopefully you came out the other side a little bit stronger and more open. Now I ask you to bring your prayer into your third eye, pressing it in. I wish you peaceful thoughts. Prayer to your lips, peaceful words, and prayer to your heart, a peaceful heart for today and always. Namaste.